Some people might look around York County, Pennsylvania, and assume the digital infrastructure here is abundant. Surprisingly, that's not the case. Even in a relatively well-connected area like this, nearly one-third of all households lacks high-speed internet. It's a disparity that was pushed into the spotlight during the COVID-19 pandemic.
We reached out to community leaders from all various segments in our community to talk about what we needed to do long-term to recover economically from the pandemic. One of the things that came back consistently was the need to close the digital divide. When you look at our healthcare providers, it was the ability to do telehealth. When you talk to our education segment, it was remote learning. And then, of course, remote work. Clearly, York County needed to put forth some efforts to close the digital divide so that we have a community where people can live and do business connected to broadband.
On the home side, which is the farm, it's the rural setting. I don't have a reliable high-speed internet connection there. I'm forced to use our cell phone connections, which are very intermittent and vary quite a bit. I have 3 daughters, and it's been very challenging from a school perspective in getting them what they needed. From the farming side of things, I have some limitations of what I can do, and there's a lot of modernization of farm equipment that depends on having good connectivity, and I'm not in a position to take advantage of any of that because we do not have reliable internet.
County leaders knew expansion was a must, but waiting for the private sector to meet those needs can be a slow process. In an effort to expand services more efficiently, the public and private sectors have joined forces for the same mission. To date, their accomplishments are a case study for what's possible when decision makers work together for the greater good.
Convened a task force of about 24 folks from healthcare to education, community development, residents who have been advising us on broadband expansion. Fortunately, because of some federal COVID relief funding, we were able to build 16 miles of fiber underneath our York Heritage Rail Trail. That was really a proof of concept for a much larger project that we want to accomplish, which is expanding 144 miles of fiber infrastructure across most of southern York County.
We talk about construction, we talk about running fiber underground, we talk about putting up wireless antennas. So we're excited that we're on a path, but it is going to take time to get all of those things done. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about what actions can I take to close the digital divide in our community here. York County has over 450,000 residents, and I want to ensure that all 450,000 residents not just have accessibility to broadband, but affordable broadband.
Building an equitable high-speed infrastructure is no small feat. But county leaders here understand that staying the course means their communities can grow, providing great opportunities for all residents to live and work.
Public sector is playing a role that is not trying to duplicate the private sector. The private sector is connecting many residents and businesses in York County. We're really addressing the places that are underserved or have no service today. And the public sector is well positioned to do that because we can take advantage of federal funding that's starting to flow to York County and other counties to build out broadband infrastructure. I think we're also well positioned just to bring lots of different partners to the table and leverage a joint community effort at broadband expansion in partnership with the private sector who's also making investments.
I'll have a lot more flexibility if I have a reliable internet connection. I can do things more quickly. I can respond to situations more quickly. I can attend meetings. I can participate. I can interview people from home. Also, just different things with my kids and schoolwork getting done and that sort of thing. And just around the farm to use some of the technology that's coming along. I don't have to discount that right off the bat. I can start to consider different ways that our farm can become more efficient.
The mission and goal are really simple. It's to close the digital divide in York County. It's to provide accessible and affordable broadband access to the 450,000 residents that live here in York County.
To learn more about this initiative, visit yokofiber.com.